Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The WWE match keeps going. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, man. Have things been happening over here in Sore Hands' world? Hey, guess what? The Marson beef has been picked up a little bit. It looks like Danny Sapko has made a video about the beef and about me. Now, let's take a look at that really quick. Wait, what the heck? I don't see myself in this video. Let's see if this follows the trend of picking beefs with me and never actually mentioning my name. That's a fun trend. I enjoy that. It makes me feel like I'm a sociopath or something, and I'm just assuming everyone's talking about me, but they're totally not. But they totally are, and we all know it. The past beefs, Nick Granville didn't mention me. Marson, he didn't have to mention me. He just had to play his guitar, and that was all he needed to do. But once again, let's see if I'm mentioned here. We'll see if the beef trend ends. I've actually already watched this video. I already know that he mentions me. Which, before we actually get into it, let me just say some words really quick. I want to get sincere for a second. I've looked at the comments of this video, and also my videos too, and also even Marson's videos. I feel like there's such an overwhelming approval for Sore Hands, and it is just so heartwarming and nice. Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you everyone, especially the people saying nice stuff about me, which, like, there's no reason to be nice to me. And I've been trying to entertain you guys for the last, like, 2 years, but especially entertaining you this week. There's been so many of you. Man, it is just an honor. Anywho, the villain is back. Yeah, we're in this. And we're gonna watch a Danny Sapko video. And let me just say, whatever he says about me, I gotta commend him for keeping the video 2 minutes and 49 seconds. You can say anything you want about him. He plays electric instruments, whatever. He's like memey, annoying. You can say all that, but you cannot say that this guy wastes your time. Can't say that about me. You can say all that other stuff about me too, except the electric instrument thing. I would never stoop that low. I mean, is there anything else to get into? Without further ado, Sore Hands' world premiere debut on Danny Sapko's channel with other iconic figures such as Giacomo, Davey504, these freaking guys, redhead guy, redhead bass guy, dude, Fantano, such wonderful company here, right? Okay. And of course Marson, which actually, I don't know if this is a real Sore Hands debut because I'm not even in the thumbnail, which, by the way, good move. I wouldn't put me in the thumbnail either, especially when we're talking about Marson, but we'll see. Maybe one day I'll be in the thumbnail. Okay, let's actually get into it. 2.5 minutes. This shouldn't take longer than 30 or 40 minutes to react to, especially with how much I talk.
This story has been...
Woo. All right, let's see what we got.
This story has been ridiculous from start to finish.
Dude, this story of the week right here. You're welcome, everybody.
Millions of people have been tuning in to watch an unlikely feud.
Really? Not mine. Millions tuned into Marson's channel, though millions always do. So, I don't know. Hundreds of thousands have tuned in.
In the nylon corner,
Woo!
we have
Dude, look at that mug. Look at that stupid face. My God. Dude, I'm gonna use this money to get some plastic surgery. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Hey, Sore Hands, 43,000 subscribers, eh? Let's see how accurate that is.
You can't wait.
Boom, 44.4. New drama against Danny Sapko. That's fake. I'm just kidding. All right. Sorry, I gotta stretch this thing out.
Sore Hands. You can't wait to tell you he's a
classical guitarist. Dang, dude, hearing my voice in my headphones instead of my own skull is so weird. There's a lot of Cameron on screen right now, huh? Classical guitarist. I practice classical guitar. I'm a classical guitarist. Dang right, and don't wear it out. I'm a classical guitarist. It is such a freaking honor to have that be the one thing that you know about me. Oh my God, I forgot to introduce myself as a classical guitarist in this episode. Whoa. I am a lot of things. I'm a grad student. I'm a teacher. Not taking any students, though. I'm a boyfriend. I know, believe it or not. I'm also a son. I know that it's weird to think of me as a baby boy, but that's also true. I'm a follower of Christ and all of his teachings. I'm just kidding. I only just try to look like him. And finally, I am a classical guitarist here on YouTube. What's up, y'all? That's who I am. That's who I've become. I'm fine with that.
Oh no, we have Marson. Now, Marson is an incredible player, but gets a lot of comments about his playing being fake.
Yeah, those people are idiots, too, because he has tons of live performances, and once again, I keep mentioning this, Marson studied with the finest to become who he is. There's nothing fake about his playing. The only thing that I called out fake was just one little itsy bitsy part in there that maybe was overdubbed, or maybe a compressor just brought it out super hard, but also it didn't seem like that's what he played in the live version anyways. Was all that Marson's decision? I don't know. Maybe a producer added in a little 16th note part and Marson didn't know. Did Marson transcribe the 16th note part for his video? Probably not. Somebody else probably did that, but hopefully this whole debacle has stricken fear into Marson to never write music again. Go back to the Paganini, bro. You were sounding good. All right.
Because a lot of his stuff is pre-recorded and then he mimes along on video.
Yeah, he does do that. And you know who else does that? literally freaking everybody. Dude, nobody posts live performance of them playing anything. I do it in practice logs, like after 10 minutes of listening to me talk, it's like, alright, I'll try playing this live. And guess what? There's mistakes in it. So who would blame Marcin for that? No classical guitarist, surely. Dang, that alley is resonant, right?
I think he's absolutely fine, because when you see him live, he can really do it.
And he can do it live, and it's really good, but man, is that 808 doing a lot of work there, huh? Alright.
Comments have clearly been getting to him.
The freaking psychotic adrenaline rush this guy must be feeling in this moment. Marcin's gone mad with power. This is an awesome clip.
So this week he released a video called Proving I'm Not Fake Once and For All, in which he hoped to silence his doubters.
Everyone thinks I'm fake.
But in a bizarre move, it was heavily edited, with different parts of his playing impossibly panned left and right, extra instruments or pitch-shifted parts.
I'm glad that he mentioned that too. Because listen, here's a rundown of what I heard. This part right here is literally floating somewhere else in the track. Like, you hear the main guitar track, and then you hear this part, and it sounds like it's coming over from, like, left field, you know? In the live version that he posted, these 16th notes suddenly turn into 8th notes. Like, if you transcribed what he's playing, you would have a little 8th note part. Now, some of you have argued that he is actually playing a 16th note part there, and there's just accents every 8th note. Maybe that's the case, but I can't hear it. And also, my whole point was that he overdubbed the part to make it louder and, like, add more texture to the track, I guess. Which, like Danny said, is fine, but it's just a little weird when you say, this is all played on one guitar, and then it's just like, guitar here, guitar there, guitar there. And it's like, maybe you can play it all at one time, but this track is not one guitar recording. Sure, you can play it all, but it's not going to sound like this. It's just not. That's the point. I would never say that he can't actually play guitar. I've done nothing but glaze this MFer about how freaking impressed I am with his classical training and how it's everything. And that's it. Alright, I'm gonna let Danny talk. I forget why I'm here.
Extra instruments or pitch-shifted parts, and phrases that would need more than one pick in hand. And this absolutely alienated some of his followers who never believed he was a fake player before this video came out. What a disaster.
What a disaster. He's got a nice way of just summing things up. I need to take a page from his book.
And then in came Sawhands, who mentioned all these things, and more people rushed to Marcin's channel to call him out.
That's fake. This does not prove that that's real. Like, I thought you were real until I started listening to this. I am a classical guitarist. That's right, buddy. Classical guitarist through and through over here. Hey, you think he might have thrown that in as, like, a slight at me? Like, this guy's really annoying. He repeats himself a ton, and maybe he's, like, insecure and wants to constantly let everybody know that he's a classical guitarist. To me, it just reminds me of who I am, a classical guitarist. I'll listen to that all day. I am a classical guitarist.
Marcin into posting an incredible live and unedited clip from his hotel room, showing he really can play 95% of it without the editing.
The key phrase there is 95%.
There was some more unimportant back and forth, I don't know.
What's my reasoning for doing this? Well, I am a classical guitarist.
Now,
nice.
This been clogging up my newsfeed instead of the usual bass videos, football highlights.
Dude, that is so awesome. My teacher actually texted me and said that he's been, like, seeing my face on his YouTube all day.
But you've all been clogging up my comments and emails, wanting to know my thoughts on the matter.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, man. I didn't know they were doing
To
that.
sum it up very simply, he is not a fake guitarist. He's an excellent guitarist who, in my opinion, over-edits and sounds better when he plays live anyway.
You know, that's kind of interesting to think about too, because Marcin is kind of going the route of Polyphia. I feel like he was, like, kind of influenced by them to make all this stuff and, like, collaborate with them and kind of start sounding like them. But man, electric guitars are just made for that stuff. Like, all that highly processed stuff, it sounds awful unplugged, right? It sounds like nothing. But then under the right plugins and, like, all the 808s and beats and stuff, sounds like Polyphia, which sounds pretty cool. But there's just something about the acoustic instrument with all that stuff. It does just sound a little weird, doesn't it? And then when Marcin unplugs and you hear it actually live and raw, it's like, this sounds freaking crazy. I feel like I'm in Granada right now watching some tap dancers and some flamenco players. This is cool.
He also brought this whole situation upon himself with that ridiculous video title.
I don't think Marcin wanted to avoid this. This is a wonderful thing to happen to anybody.
Avoided the whole thing with some better wording, and he was right about his initial criticism of the Marcin video.
Woo!
But then managed to stretch it out to 3 videos without adding anything extra.
Hey, how about we check our facts here, buddy? That first video is just what I do. It's an initial one-off reaction. I've been doing that in this format for like a year. I've been doing it in total for like 2 years. That's all that was. Video 2 was because there's so much buzz on that first video, I wanted to gather further evidence. So we looked at different videos of him playing live to see what is fake and what is real. And the third one was a response to this new evidence that was brought to us. So I see no way how I couldn't make 3 videos about this. I think 3 was the minimum amount of videos to make on this in particular, just based on how everything flowed. Now, if you want to argue that the whole thing is pointless, I accept that and I kind of agree. But there was new stuff being contributed every video. That's all I'm saying. Welcome to video 4, and this is new too.
I'm sure he's probably a great classical guitarist.
I wouldn't say great. David Russell is great. I'm okay. I'm a grad student.
But he's also a miserable git.
Danny, if your repertoire was as hard as mine, you would be miserable too.
There are some very serious problems and challenges we're having to face and overcome in the world of music this decade, but this isn't one of them, you big Ponzi pair of dipsticks.
Like you said, it's an unlikely scenario, which it is, just looking at Mars and I's subscriber count ratio. And it's in the uninteresting world, as you describe, of virtuoso guitarists. And it just seems like when things are spiced up like this, it kind of just gets everybody psyched about guitar for a week or two, which I know is temporary. Like, you should find the motivation inside of yourself. But I'm also here all the time, posting almost every day. But of course, when something big like this happens, I feel like we're all just kind of thinking about the guitar right now. We're looking at Marston's recording, we're all like analyzing it, trying to hear exactly what's going on. We're all looking at Marston's live recording now. We're just thinking about music, and I think that that's pretty cool. And this final video, I guess, is just me trying to justify this whole thing and trying to spin it like it's not just a big cash grab, which it kind of is, maybe, but it's also just me doing my job, which, as far as I'm concerned, my job is to entertain and inspire you and try to get you to get off your lazy butt and practice, at least today. So I think this, unless, of course, Marston wants to respond, which he's not going to, but if he did, what a freaking blessing that would be for me. He's not going to, though. He won't. He's scared. Chicken, Marston, chicken. He won't do it. All right, sorry. But I think this is a good opportunity for all of us to look back, think about how really what we're thinking about is music, and now, in this video, maybe watch another Sore Hands video, but turn the volume down, keep it really quiet, turn off the ad block, because you're not even watching it, just keep the ads going, and practice your freaking guitar, for the love of God. And Danny, thank you so much for the video. It is a gift, like everything else this week. And now it's over. We watched it, and I bet this video is a lot longer than 2 minutes and 49 seconds, I'll tell you that. Let's not make it any longer. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Hey, well, of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. I'm not taking new students right now, but of course you can email me anyways. If you are interested in online classical guitar lessons, I know plenty of people who are giving them, fellow grad students. They know what they're doing, they're really good, and if you want to be connected with one of them, just let me know, email in the description. And of course I'm making a cut of that, only for the first month. I don't do things for free. Speaking of things that aren't free, head on down over to Rootin's Delight for some merch. Hey, I'm wearing the sweatshirt today, it just came out of the laundry. Of course there's other stuff too, like the stickers, all that, you know the deal. And again, I already said this in the beginning, but man, you guys have been so nice to me, and I just feel like I don't deserve it, and I must be doing something that you like, I guess. I see how some YouTubers are treated, especially when they get big, like Music Is Win is an example, where he's just like a meme and everybody just craps on him constantly, especially on like Reddit. And I just have this nagging feeling inside of me, like the longer this charade goes on, the more subscribers I gain, being perceived like that will one day become inevitable. And so I'm just kind of enjoying what I have right now, because none of this is promised to me and none of this lasts forever, and it feels like I'm in good graces with like so many of you. So thanks, I appreciate it. And I see all the comments, and I also try not to let it like affect me too much, like the nice comments, I mean, because when you let people in like that, it also invites the bad stuff, because people say some mean stuff too, but it's way outweighed by the nice stuff. But I still have to stay guarded, you know, so that's something to kind of keep in mind with our parasocial relationship that we might have. But all in all, just thank you everyone. Thank you everybody for being here. It's been a blast and a hoot and a riot. And I mean, shoot, I got some more videos that I'd like to react to, as long as Marston doesn't post anything else. And I will react to Marston again, of course, but there'll be those one-off classic Sore Hands reactions. Rick Beato, he's been doing some stuff. Maybe I'll take a look at that next. Anywho, this scene is over, but the show always goes on, and it will forever and ever. So, I'll see you in the next one.